Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about data mining implementation. But before we pursue, let us first talk about what is machine learning. So machine learning is the study of algorithms that learns from examples and experience. So in machine learning, there is what we call supervised learning. And in supervised learning, we need to follow a recipe. Step 1 is to collect training data. Step 2 is to train a classifier. And step 3 is to make predictions. So these are the important details that we barely needed in studying machine learning. For the manipulation of our data, we will use Anaconda and then launch Jupyter Notebook. So let's try to make sure that our Python environment is up and running. Let's try to print hello world. So it works. So to start with our program, we'll need to load the required libraries for our analysis. So these are the libraries that we are going to use. So the dataset that we'll be using is loan application data. And in this video, we will build a machine learning model to predict the loan approval probability. Let's load the application training dataset. So in loading the dataset, we are going to use pandas to load the data. So we are connecting our dataset online, for I haven't downloaded it. So let's try to run it. So let's try to see the data. So here it is. So in this dataset, the information has applicant's name, personal details, financial information, and requested loan amount and related detail, and the outcome, whether the application was approved or not. Here it is. And based on this, we are going to train a model and predict if a loan will get approved or not. So as you can see, there are string variables now here. So as sklearn requires all inputs to be numeric, we should convert all our categorical variables into numeric values. So to change string variables into integer, we will use label encoder. So just to inform you, the columns which has string variables are gender, married, dependence, education, self-employed, property area, and loan status. So to change it instantly without changing it manually, we're gonna be using label encoder. And this is the code for IEnvir-mode data I equals lee.feed-transform dataset. So let's try to see if it has been changed. So here, so it's been changed already. So in splitting the dataset, there are two kinds of dataset: the training dataset and testing dataset. So training dataset is used to train model, and testing dataset is used to test if our model is making accurate prediction. So here is. So though we have many columns, but we are only gonna be using applicant income, co-applicant income, loan amount term, and credit history to train our model. So this is our X train. So this is our X train. And X test. There. The Y train. And the Y test. Oh, there. So evaluating the model and the training model. So we are going to apply an algorithm to this problem and evaluate its effectiveness. So we're gonna use logistic regression. So logistic regression is a classification algorithm. It is used to predict a binary outcome, 1 or 0. So now that we have already our algorithm, we're gonna predict now the probability. We're gonna be finding the probability if those loan applicants will be approved or not. So this is the code: model that feed X train, Y train, predictions equals model that predict X test, print accuracy score. So we're gonna be using accuracy score as we want to have a better accuracy of the probability. Then we're gonna be comparing our prediction, which is the X test, which is this one. We're gonna be comparing it to the Y test. So as we run it, so the probability is 0.82291666. So if the result is 1, it means that all the loan applicants were approved. But because it is 0.8, which means some of them, but majority of them were approved and few of them were not, because it is almost to 1. But if we try to erase the accuracy score, this is how it result. This one. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have understood this video.